glad you came.
Wow, what a beautiful house you have.
Oh, thank you.
How do you like the neighborhood so far?
You know, we have really been enjoying it, and the kids have settled in. We love the yard. They love the other kids. It's been great.
Oh, great. Wow, what great tick habitat you have.
Oh.
Have you thought about doing any personal protection to prevent tick bites or any tick-safe landscaping?
You know, we're just learning about ticks, and honestly, it feels kind of overwhelming. I don't even know where to start, and to be honest, I'm not even sure I know what a tick looks like.
Well, I know it can be overwhelming,
Mm-hmm.
but I always tell people to be aware rather than afraid. The idea of a tiny blood-sucking creature can be pretty scary, but I always say that if you know a little bit about what a tick looks like and how it behaves, that goes a long way to figuring out how to prevent tick bites. Ticks spend most of their time under the dead leaves where it's very humid. They climb up nearby plants where they can wait for an animal to walk by, and then they can grab hold. Backyards that border forested areas like yours are particularly risky because most backyard ticks live in the forested edge and just nearby. See how your kid's playset is located right next to the woods?
Yes, I put it in a shady spot on purpose.
A lot of people do. Unfortunately, it's right next to the forested edge, and so it's possible that ticks could be located on the ground next to the playset. Ideally, we want playsets or other recreational areas to be located at least 10 feet from the forested edge.
Maybe I should just tell the kids to stay out of the woods.
It certainly would be easy if I could say you'd be fine if you just stay out of the woods. Inevitably, a ball rolls out there, or it's a hot day and the kids want to play in the shade, and you or your family end up in tick habitat again.
Is there anything less dramatic than moving the whole playscape?
Well, first you can use personal protection. You can wear light-colored clothing when spending time outdoors so you can easily detect ticks that may be crawling upon your clothes. You can also wear repellent on your skin. Some of the most long-lasting, well-studied repellents include active ingredients like picaridin and 25% or more DEET.
But DEET isn't safe, is it? I can't put that on my kids.
Actually, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends up to 30% DEET for protecting children 2 months of age or older. People tend to think that DEET isn't very safe, but research shows it's safe when used according to label directions. When it comes to protecting my family, I would rather use a repellent that's been studied and shown to be effective than put my kids at risk for Lyme or another tick-borne illness. The Environmental Protection Agency has an excellent website called Find the Repellent That's Right for You. It contains a list of registered products, how effective they are, and how long they last when applied. As with any product, you should always read the label before using. You can also treat your clothing with permethrin spray. Once dry, it both repels and kills ticks, and it can last through several washings. Just be sure to follow label directions.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if I should even move here.
Well, every place has its risks. Yes, we live in the Northeast and there's a lot of ticks, and they can transmit disease agents to humans, but hopefully you've learned a lot from our discussion that there are things you can do to prevent tick bites. And at the very least, you should be doing a thorough tick check every day on yourself and your children. And actually, the bathroom is an excellent tick prevention zone. Taking your bath or shower is a great time to do a thorough tick check and also can wash up any ticks that haven't yet attached.
Well, I certainly can take a couple minutes when I'm in the shower to do a tick check.
We actually did a study and found that people who did tick checks or bathed shortly after coming indoors were less likely to get Lyme disease than their neighbors who didn't.
Wow.
Performing a tick check and bathing are easy to do and they're free. You just have to remember to do them every day. So in addition to personal protection, there are things you can do around your yard to make it tick safe. You can keep your lawn mowed short to reduce humidity. You can clear leaves from around plantings and stone walls. You can remove rodent habitat, and you can also discourage white-tailed deer from visiting your yard.
I love to see the wildlife in my yard.
Well, deer serve as the main host for the adult stage of the tick. Usually that means that if there's more deer in an area, there's more ticks. You can discourage deer from visiting your yard by spraying the plants with a deer repellent spray or by planting deer-resistant plantings. You can also put up a deer fence that's at least 8 feet tall.
Now, last week I saw my neighbors had a tick control company come out and spray. Is that something that's good?
Spraying can be very effective if done correctly with the right product, but you need to know what you're doing or the right questions to ask before you make the decision to spray your yard for ticks.